Good evening, I'm Nisha, and this is your complete war update. Tonight, tensions in the Middle East have reached a critical point as the conflict involving the United States, Israel, and Iran continues to intensify. What began as targeted military strikes has now expanded into a wider regional confrontation, raising fears of a prolonged war. The latest round of fighting began after coordinated airstrikes carried out by Israel with support from the United States targeted key Iranian military and nuclear-linked facilities. According to military officials, the strikes were aimed at preventing Iran from expanding its strategic weapons capabilities. Following the reported death of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, Iran is facing not only external attacks, but also internal political uncertainty. The country's leadership transition process has begun, with the assembly of experts expected to choose a successor. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that the operation may continue for some time, but he emphasized that Israel's goal is to neutralize threats, not to occupy territory. Israeli defense forces claim they have gained significant control over Iranian airspace through coordinated strikes and cyber operations. Air defense systems like Iron Dome remain on high alert amid continuous missile exchanges. The United States has deployed additional naval assets to the Persian Gulf, including aircraft carriers and missile defense ships. U.S. officials say their involvement is focused on protecting allies and ensuring regional stability. President Donald Trump defended the military action, stating it was necessary to deter aggression and protect American interests in the region. The war is no longer limited to 3 countries. Armed groups in Lebanon and Iraq have reportedly joined the conflict, launching attacks on Israeli and American targets. There are growing concerns about the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical oil shipping routes. Iran has hinted at possible disruptions, which could severely impact global oil prices and energy markets. Several Gulf nations have placed their militaries on high alert. Airlines have rerouted flights, and multiple countries are evacuating their citizens. The United Nations has called for immediate de-escalation, urging all sides to return to diplomatic negotiations. European leaders have expressed concern that the conflict could spiral into a full-scale regional war. Russia and China have criticized the U.S.-Israel military campaign, calling it destabilizing. Meanwhile, NATO countries are closely monitoring developments. For countries like India, the conflict poses economic and strategic challenges. Rising oil prices could increase fuel costs. There are also concerns about Indian nationals working in Gulf countries. The Indian government has reportedly activated contingency evacuation plans if the situation worsens. Global stock markets have shown volatility since the escalation began. Oil prices surged amid fears of supply disruptions. Defense stocks have risen sharply, while airline and tourism sectors face uncertainty. Analysts warn that if the conflict continues beyond a few weeks, the global economy could feel long-term effects. Military experts say the next 72 hours are crucial. If diplomatic channels reopen, tensions may reduce. However, further strikes or civilian casualties could trigger a broader regional war involving more countries. The possibility of cyber warfare and proxy conflicts remain high. The U.S.-Israel-Iran war represents one of the most dangerous geopolitical crises in recent years. With military operations ongoing and political leadership shifting inside Iran, the world watches anxiously. Will diplomacy prevail, or will the conflict expand further? We will continue to monitor every development. I'm Nisha. Stay tuned for more updates on this.